Hey guys, so I am recording this episode live for my podcast, but I wanted everybody who follows me on YouTube to get an episode of season 3. Yeah, I done did 3 seasons on my podcast. I am blown away. I am very proud of me. I actually was crying a little bit earlier. I was like, oh my God, you did. Yeah, I'm just at that moment that I am having so many wow moments that I try to continue through with everything. Like, if you give up, you never know, is something that I'm saying a lot of now. So, this is why I am so proud of myself because I've pushed through on a lot of different goals and assignments that normally I would have just let set to the side because I would make excuses on why I wouldn't succeed. And actually, I'm succeeding. And it is so amazing. So, what I said when I first started my podcast is that 2 or 3 episodes I would actually record for my YouTube just so people could see, some of the stuff I talk about on my podcast and to show me that I haven't given up. So I am continually pushing myself to get out of this box that I've been in for so many years. I feel like I finally have broken free and I am happy to be seen and to be celebrated. It is very new, but I appreciate all of the love, all of the support. As I was recording all day today, it's so crazy. I posted a video on my TikTok for a wish list. I said that this year I was going to allow people to celebrate me. That was something that I really want to push, is being okay with other people I don't know celebrating me just because they see something in me, which helps with my self-esteem. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it, and I did it. I posted the video, and as I've been recording for my podcast, I saw an email. Like 5 people actually brought something off my list, and I was like, "You're actually, yeah." So I'm trying to make sure I don't cry again. I'm just at a very proud moment, and my birthday is in a few days. I don't know. Depends on when you guys see this, but my birthday is January the 7th. So I'm recording this before I travel for my birthday. So, yeah, I am very proud of me. I am happy. And I started all of this because I was like, shit, what happens if it does work out? It's working out. It's working out big time. Like fast. Like, jump on board. The train is coming. Like, big time. And I am enjoying every second of it. Y'all, I have people just walking up talking to me. I'm like, oh my God, you're Nanny Cute. And I'm like, I am. I am learning small talk. I'm learning a lot about me. And I'm very happy. I'm helping a lot of people. I don't cry as much when I get emails like I used to. Like every time somebody would send me an email to say thank you for what you do, I was in a full boohoo fit. Now when I cry, it's like tears of happiness. Like you're actually working in your purpose and your gift has made room for you and you are helping other people. So I said all of that to say, let me go ahead and start with this live recording, because if not, I'm going to cry again. And I don't want to. Okay. This is, like I said, a nanny story. Okay, so y'all ready? Hey guys, welcome back to On the Couch with Ask Nanny Q. So on this episode, we are doing a nanny story. A few months back, I did a parent talk with a different client. She really needed advice on what to do for her kids. Her and her husband had been together for a long time. They were high school sweethearts. They had 2 kids, and the kids were 13 and 16 or something like that. 10, 13, and 16, 2 or 3 kids. Anyway, her husband left her and he left the kids. She had a very hard time getting over it and going through everything. Like, he didn't divorce her. He just literally told her he wasn't happy anymore and he left. I did an episode on TikTok and we were talking about men in nursing homes and how the nursing home has so many men between the ages of 40 to 60 that don't have visits, and they have like strokes or heart attacks, and they don't have anybody to come and help them because they were such assholes. Like, people were writing in, my dad is in one and he feels that I'm supposed to take care of him and he's never done anything. It was so many kids that were hurt, but instead of the parents saying those I'm sorry's, knowing they were wrong and putting their ego and pride to the side, they were like, oh, I don't need y'all. Now they in nursing homes and they need those same people that they said that they didn't need. So did that video, and let's say Mary commented and she was saying that her husband had left her and he was in a nursing home, and a nurse called her because he had passed away. So long story short, well, it's on a podcast. We can do the whole thing. So Richard left her. She paid for him to go to medical school. He ended up becoming a surgeon. He started doing plastic surgery. He started getting very big and making a lot of money. The more money that he was making, the more time he was staying away from home. And his excuse was, oh, I'm so busy. So then he ups one day, I think she said, and said he wanted to be an attorney or something, or a dentist. He wanted to change it because he said that he missed his family. So he became a dentist or something. I can't remember, and I don't have time to go back and find a story. So anyway, she got a call from the nurse at the nursing home that he might not make it through the night. She hadn't talked to her husband, she said, in over 5 years. So when she received that call, she was very shocked that she was still his emergency contact person. She got to the nursing home that he was at, and she said that the lady was telling her that Richard said that if anything happened, to call her and she would know what to do. She said her feelings were really hurt or something like that. And she was like, he left a note. That's where me and her really picked up at. And in this note, this man actually had the audacity to tell his wife that he hadn't seen in 5 or 6 years, to take care of 4 other kids that he had fathered with 2 separate women. The level of audacity. And she was so hurt that even on his deathbed, he didn't think about his kids. He was still only thinking about himself. And that's how me and her actually kind of talked on and off of social media and stuff. So Richard ended up dying. She had a life insurance policy. Her life insurance policy was like $800K or something. I can't remember. I think this was like $800K or something. And the 2 women that he had kids with got in contact with her and said, hey, Richard told me that there was a life insurance policy involved and that he wanted to make sure that our kids were taken care of. You and Richard could kiss me. Can't say that. I'm not going to say that. But the two ladies told her, they were going to take her to court. Like, she had to have a private funeral. It was so much. Again, long story short, she asked the women for DNA tests. Both of the women told her no, they're not doing DNA testing. And she said that's the only way that they'll be able to get a trust fund for their kids is if they did DNA testing. She had already talked to her lawyer, her family lawyer, and he told her that was a good way to start doing a family trust for Richard's other kids. Richard had property. Richard had a lot of stuff that his wife that he left didn't know about. It was a lot. And I'm trying to tell a lot without giving away who he is. So, all of that, the two women finally did the DNA test for the kids, and come to find out, those kids were not Richard's kids at all. But if the wife would have just went off of what they said, she would have been paying these people, and the lie would have been continually. It would have been continual lie. What I'm trying to say. Them folks had literally lied. But it's like karma. Because Richard, you left your family. You decided that you wanted to get you two other families. And she said that he thought he fathered two kids with one lady, and he thought he fathered two kids with this other lady, and they lived like 2 towns over and all of that stuff. It was very crazy. But she ended up getting $800,000 life insurance policy. He still had her as his beneficiary on his other policies that he had. She received 4 houses. 2 of the houses the ladies were living in. And since those kids were not his biological kids, she gave each woman a 90-day notice to leave the property. She said she was selling those 2 houses. She was keeping everything else. She also gave them 90 days to surrender all cars. It was so much stuff that he left her control of, even though he did her wrong and left. At the end, everything that he had been doing for these women, he stripped. Like, they got nothing. If only way that they were able to get something was if those kids were his, and those kids were not his. And I think he probably knew that. But his pride had got the best of him. That's why I think he tried to make it right at the end. But she got a chance to take over everything. And I talked with her yesterday. We emailed, and she gave me permission to tell everything. And I was like, wow, that's a lot. So she said she's doing very good. Her kids are doing well. Everybody's in therapy, and she's just grateful that she didn't allow this to get the best of her. So, well, that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in to Ask Nanny Q Storytime. I have more episodes like this on my podcast. Just make sure to go to the link in my link tree and look up Ask Nanny Q podcast to listen for more. Thank you guys. All right, so we finished. I'm sorry if I wasn't looking at the camera. I'm trying to get used to looking at the camera while I'm talking inside of my microphone. It's very difficult. I'm sorry. But okay, that's it. Whew. I gotta give me some drops because I know I'm probably about to cry again.